This guy's called the Standing Shark.
All right. Let's find out. We'll have to wait till this is done. You know, I'd give anything to just have my audio, my video, everything, my stream.
Gateway Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret. You're watching Putting You Over.
Okay, so DM Matt Vertigo, and let's get this show on the road. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Well, we'll do that in a second. We got time. We got plenty of time. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I mentioned St. Jude again. Oh, I know what I want to do. We announced something on Thursday, and that's this right here. Yeah, that's right. Join WrestlingNewsWorld.com and the WWE. See, NXT, WWE NXT Tag Team. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Just join the Undisputed Era and Mick Foley live Q&A. See Matt Vertigo typing. I'm gonna get to him. Q&A. Get your tickets. They're about $17 a piece. They go to a great cause. So we got that. We announced that on Thursday. So all right, you guys ready? Yes? No? Maybe? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a something? Okay. Let me DM Matt Vertigo. Calling now. Calling now. Calling now. All right. I do have a blanket statement notes, No. Right here. No. Right. Let's do these. Yeah, let's do these. All right, let's give him a call. We'll come back. Matt Vertigo, you're watching live. And don't forget to add your Skype. Yeah, I'll do it. He's watching live. What's up, Matt Vertigo? I'm gonna give you a call here in a second. I'm really backed up tonight. It's been a busy day, but hopefully we'll have a nice show. And all right, let's do it. All right, spread the word. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, no, I never got to the point. I never told you guys. So, sorry. So, we have the main package for St. Jude. Okay, so everybody who donates any amount, it doesn't matter the amount, $1, $100, it does not matter. You're entered into the main giveaway at the end. which a copy of Retromania Wrestling, a copy of Book It, the wrestling promoter card game, and some other stuff. But also we have a bunch of these incentive things. Just I'm just gonna give out like randomly. I'm just gonna send it to people. So I have a Smack Talk Showdown koozie, a bunch of Smack Talk Showdown pins, and stuff like that. Oh, cards, special cards that you can't get anywhere. There's a StarCast pack somewhere. I don't know, but I just wanted to say that. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, let's do it. This should be fun. Oh, and I have my Pro Wrestling Crate box that came. We can definitely open that tonight at some time, maybe. Yes? No? Maybe.
Yay.
Why can't I see you, though?
You can't see me?
No. Oh, there we go. No, it's just my fault.
No worries, no worries.
All right. There we go. That should be good. I gotta take my I look cool sunglasses off for a second. There you go. now I can see you. Now
Yes.
now I can put them back on. Well, let me just make sure.
Awesome.
Let me make sure that the camera is all lined up for yourself. I tell you, yeah, you look great. I expect nothing less. Anyways, if you don't know me, I I have 3 daughters, and I work in the school system, and some days are just much easier to prepare for shows, and some days are not. And that takes nothing away from the guests. It actually sometimes it's more fun for me if I go into a show without being as prepared as I would like to be, because then I'm it's almost like it's more natural as to what I'm asking, how I'm reacting, and all that stuff. So whatever, that's just me riffing. Can you hear me well?
Sorry, can you repeat that, bro? What's it called? I was having some technical difficulties, but I'm good now. I just fixed it.
Awesome, excellent. It was a bunch
Sorry
of
about that.
it was a big diatribe on nothing. Basically, what I need to know is, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly, loud and clear, brother.
Clearly. Awesome. I was suggested to interview you by Ref Ryan T.
Ah, Ryan.
Yeah, I had him on here, and he gave me a list of. It wasn't even a list. He just said, he goes, man, up and coming wrestler, Matt Vertigo. You got to check him out. This and that. And I wrote you on my hand that day, and then the next morning,
Oh, that is so cool.
the next morning I woke up and I'm like, at to go. Okay, at to go. I'm not really sure where to go with that, but I saw, Ryan tweeted some things out about you, and then it all clicked, and I was like, oh, that's right. So I wanted to get you on, and he had nothing but great things to say, and just said, like, you're the future. You're a top notch athlete. So before we get into how amazing you are,
Oh, wow.
right? You like that, right?
Yeah, of course. I love the support. I really appreciate Ryan talking so highly of me. He's such an amazing person, so I really do appreciate it.
He truly is. He's got like the biggest heart. Man, when I did a show with him, I was overwhelmed by how it came out. Because I knew him from House of Hardcore, and I knew him for being involved with Retromania Wrestling. But delving into everything he's involved in and what he stands for and what he's gone through, I was just like blown away. So
Yeah, he's gone through so much.
I know. I never, that when you research him, for me, when I researched him, that stuff doesn't come up. The stuff he's been through, especially as a kid.
Of course.
and I was just amazed by it. But let's go. Let's your love for wrestling. Where does that stem from? And what's your first wrestling memory?
All right, so unlike a lot of other, wrestling fans or pro wrestlers, they've been watching wrestling like their entire life. I don't really have that luxury. I wasn't a huge wrestling fan my entire life. Um, Shockingly, my very first wrestling experience was I was invited to my friend's house to watch the very first Elimination Chamber. That
Wow.
was the first time I've ever seen any bit of pro wrestling. So, as you could imagine, that pretty much blew my mind.
Right. That's like the first wrestling you ever saw was the Elimination Chamber. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
it was absolutely insane. And seeing like my friends go absolutely ballistic, like it was just a crazy energy. And it was energy I've never been around before.
Right.
So I fell in love with it pretty much immediately.
Did you have any thoughts like going into that? Like, oh man, my friends are inviting me to watch this crap.
Tell you the truth, no, I went into it pretty positive. That's one thing about me. I've always been a pretty positive thinker. I've never really went into anything thinking negatively at all. So going into watching the Elimination Chamber for the first time, I was just really excited because I saw like back then when they used to show like the pay-per-view like coming up on pay-per-view next week,
Yeah.
and it was like that hype video.
Yeah.
I would watch that, and it was just like, what am I getting myself into? What am I about to watch?
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine because how old were you at that time, you think?
Must have been like 14, like 13.
It's not bad. Like I can remember I remember, oh gosh, I must have been like 7 or 6, 7 maybe,
So I
going
envy you.
and going to a video store,
A
A-
video store.
literally,
Oh,
I
shoot.
go into a local store, walk in, grab a case, an empty a VHS cassette tape, or not VHS cassette tape, a VHS
Of course.
like box, and be like, here, I would like to rent this Survivor Series tape, this Coliseum home video.
Ooh,
You know what I
it's
mean?
Survivor
Like
Series. Ooh.
it's just like it blows my mind. But it doesn't matter where your passion stems from. Your passion is there. Your love is there. When did it click in your mind? Like this was something you wanted to do. Were you big into sports in high school? Uh, and all when did it click with you?
So in high school, it started with basketball. I'm 6'4", so I was very heavily into basketball.
Yeah.
But then I started to join into like collegiate wrestling and track. And I was in class, so I went to school with Will Ferreira. He's in ROH. And pretty much he's the one that really got me interested in wanting to wrestle. I would watch him. I went to WW where he trained, and watching him live, watching my friend that I made in
Yeah.
high school live was just surreal. I was like, I want to do this. This is awesome. Like, so that's where it started. It really started with Will Ferrera. He's an inspiration to me and to a whole generation.
I
He's
was
a fantastic wrestler.
I was gonna write his name in my hand, and I look around, and I don't have a pen here. That's how unprepared I am. But I'll definitely, when I go edit this up, I'll definitely write it down. He must have saw something in you. You know, being a friend, knowing your background at least in sports, and your love for wrestling. He must have saw something in you to suggest that to you. I would think.
It wasn't really his suggestion. It was more me watching him evolve into the wrestler that he is today. That really motivated me myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was he's just a fantastic guy, fantastic wrestler, and watching him from youth, like this is in high school I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Like he started training in high school. So watching him from then to see where he is right now is just like wow. Like
It's amazing.
My dude.
Right? Ring him up.
Amazing.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him. So happy for him.
Yeah. Good for him. All right. So you fall in love with wrestling. Your friend says, "Hey, this is something you will be good at. You could be good at. Try it out.
Mm-hmm.
You love it. What's your next step? Where do you go to train?"
So I started training at Ace Pro Wrestling with Mike Morgan in Union City, New Jersey. That's where I met rest in peace Spiral, and I started training with him.
Nice. And you still train there? Like how does that work? Like you train
Mhm.
train to be a wrestler. And then okay, all right, so you train to be a wrestler, and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not anywhere near the business, but you go to that, you
Mhm.
train to be a wrestler, and then you go and you're an independent guy and you pick up some shows for Synergy, let's say. And
Mhm.
are you
Fantastic promotion,
yeah,
right?
they're great.
I like that.
Yeah, I like them. And so do you then move on or do you keep training? Because you're always training. Do you always train at the place you started at or do you just keep moving? Like, how does that work?
So this is something that I suggest to all young wrestlers, because it's the mistake that I made early, and that I don't believe that you need to be training at one specific place. I believe that going to many different places and learning different styles and getting different ideas from different trainers, that's what's really gonna help you evolve as a wrestler. So no, I trained at multiple different places for 4 months at a time. Then maybe I'll go somewhere else and do 6 months at a time. Once this pandemic is over, I plan to continue training again and go to another place and learn. I want to go to Japan and go to training there. I want to go to Mexico and go to training there. So no, training should never stop. You should be training all the time.
Yeah, so it's not like and that makes total sense to me to keep moving, get as many minds as you can uh
100%.
to teach you the business and the ins and outs. It's just it's so foreign to me that like I come from a sports background where I'd be like, "Oh, this is where I'm going to learn how to put together, this is where I'm going to learn how to play basketball." And this is when
Mhm.
my team's not playing, this is where I'm going to go back to practice. And but it's
Exactly.
but I totally get it. It's different. So you're moving around, you're training. This is what you're doing. This is what you want to do.
100%.
100%. Uh, what was your first match feeling like? Like, what was that experience? Can you even describe
Oh
that?
man. Yeah, that was pretty mind-blowing. It was at Ace. Um and that first entrance, it kind of changes you. Like when you take your first entrance, it's like a hit or miss. Either you completely believe in yourself at that moment, or you realize that there's so much more that I need to work on.
Yeah.
Like it hits you. It hits you a completely different way than anything else. The crowd, the energy, seeing like the ring and the wrestlers inside the ring for the first time, like you're approaching the ring for the first time. It is a little bit intimidating the first time you do it, but then it becomes like super comfortable. Now it's like extremely comfortable
Yeah.
and
What
exciting.
What was that like? Your entrance when you came out for the first time? Were you like, oh shit, or were you like, oh shit?
Um, I was nervous,
Yeah.
100%. I was definitely nervous when I first came out. When I went to the top, I came out, I like put my hands up, and like there was no reaction, so I got kind of nervous. I got kind of scared right there. But then, I started giving some high fives. I went on the top rope, and then I started to feel comfortable as the match went on. Like the entrance, definitely you could tell that I was scared out of my mind. But as the match went on, you could kind of see that, okay, now he's starting to be a little bit more confident and comfortable.
Who'd you wrestle that night?
So it was like it was basically like a huge cluster. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it was a battle royal. It was like a 10-man elimination. Like I got a couple of moves in there, but it was just chaos.
I,
to
I
be
like how
honest.
I like how you just edited yourself. I forgot. I forgot that we're doing St. Jude is showcasing us somewhere tonight. It's like a cluster.
Right?
You mean a
I caught
cluster?
myself a little bit.
Yeah. I was like,
You knew what I was gonna
I
say.
did, I did. I was like, oh, he's good, man, because I would have screwed up. I would have said it. He didn't. So good job out of him.
I almost said it though. It was close.
Oh, that's okay. We'll have you on again. We can do a whole uncensored version.
Oh hell yeah! Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
100%.
right. Oh, worst case scenario, they just kick me off Twitch. That's all right. We'll find somewhere to stream.
No getting kicked off Twitch. No, that's not happening.
So
All right, it's put over St. Jude. It's not happening.
no, that's right. We do want to put over St. Jude, and we've been doing a hell of a
Yeah.
job recently. That's one of the reasons why I want to try to get as many of these great personalities, great people is how I'm looking at it. Great people, and when Ryan suggested you, I trust him, and if he's gonna stand behind somebody like yourself, then that says a lot for you in my book. And I was like, crap. And then I saw you on another Twitch stream. I'm gonna get this wrong, and he's gonna kill me. Another ref,
Oh, come on, you got it.
Calypso.
Yes,
Yes, that's his handle. I don't.
yes.
That's his handle, and I've talked to him,
Mhm.
and I saw you on there, and that was another great performance. I'm like, oh crap, man, I'm behind in the
Thank you.
game. Ryan suggested this months ago, and now this other guy's got him on, and I haven't had him on yet, and I'm gonna get him on, anyways. So, all right, so let's, for the people out there that might be sitting here live tonight watching us on Twitch, or that are gonna watch it
What's up,
on.
people?
That's right. What's up, D-Rod? I see you, chunks. Or the people that might watch us when I push it out to YouTube. Why don't you
Mhm.
explain a little bit about your character, about Matt Vertigo, about the New York drip, about everything, right?
So New York drip, it pretty much originated from as people. Well, let's get to the word drip. A
Drip.
lot of people know, but have you ever watched Zoe 101?
I have not seen that.
Ah, see. So Christopher Massey was on Zoe 101, and one day, one episode, he just said that I want to create a new word. And everyone made fun of him. He's like, in the whole episode, he was just saying, this is dripping. This is dripping, the whole episode. And everyone made fun of him. And now it's like one of the most iconic words, like in like rap culture,
Right.
in
Like
mainstream
the
culture.
word I know. The word I know. I know drip. I know
Hmm.
it in the rap culture. I know it in the culture. I did not know it originated in
From Zoe 101.
Zoe 101. I bet you my kids upstairs know it.
So funny, so funny.
Oh, that's
But
hilarious.
yeah, like my character pretty much is a complete badass that just loves to talk and hit hard. He rocks chains. As you can clearly see, iced out
Yeah, there
all
you
the
go.
time. Dressing a certain way, acting a certain way. But pretty much when it comes to Matt Vertigo, um, you're gonna get put in your place. And that's something that I love about, the character I've developed. You're going to get put in your place. You're going to get beat down. In some ways, you're also going to get verbally abused. I like to talk smack.
I like
In
that.
the ring,
I like
out the
talkers.
ring, nonstop. It's nonstop talking smack. I'll give you a toe kick and talk smack. I'll give you a elbow and talk smack. The most simplest moves, I'm going to talk. So that's something that I've noticed that the fans really, really enjoy, is just listening to me go off, and then here comes big guy from behind me, hits me while I'm talking smack. Then they go crazy. I absolutely love performing.
Yeah, I watched. This is before. I
Mhm.
was catching some of your matches, and you are good on the stick. I got to give you that.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Style wise, how would you describe Matt Vertigo? style.
Striker.
He's striker.
I
Stiff.
think that definitely a striker, powerhouse, but at the same time can pull out, some pretty cool flips and stuff. Um, like I kind of, if I could compare myself to
Yes.
anyone in the wrestling world, and people have compared me to him, I compare myself to Dijak.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm that guy that's gonna kick you in the face, that's gonna pick you up and slam you down, but at the same time, if I see you on the outside and I can get some air is about to go off.
That's a really good comparison. Yeah. I never thought of that, but it is. It's a great comparison.
Yeah, I've been told. I've been told that I need to study Dijak because I wrestle just like him. So
Yeah.
that's definitely my number one opponent. I would love to stare at. Just get in the ring and just have a stare down. That'd be great.
That's a good question. You know, it's usually a question I ask later in the interview, but well, we can do it now. It leads into it great. I'm gonna throw you're in a triple threat. Matt Vertigo's in a triple threat match, and he has one wrestler from today's product, and he has one wrestler from in the past product. So one wrestler from today and one wrestler from the past. Triple threat. Who you got?
I know I just said Dijak, but that's definitely like a one-on-one like feud
yeah.
dream. If I had a triple threat,
Yeah.
I think that I would love to have a moment with Booker T
Oh.
in his prime and Velveteen Dream.
Oh.
I think that all three of us standing in the ring and staring at each other would be a huge, like, hilarious moment. I think it would be fantastic.
That is like, based on what I've seen from you on the mic, what I know of Booker and Velveteen, good God Almighty.
Oh, exactly. That would blow. That would blow the
that
roof
is a
off the
program. That is a program to watch. That'll boost the ratings right there. Book that one. Wow.
That'd be nuts.
I'm a huge Velveteen Dream fan. A huge. Love him. Love everything he does.
Yeah, I love everything he does. It's fantastic.
He's great, right?
Every little thing he does is just you got to be quiet. It's like every single time he comes on TV, I just have to shut up and listen. Like I have no choice. It's like he commands that kind of respect on the mic, and it's in the ring. It's great.
Good. He's just
so good.
He is. You keep up with today's product? I mean, I guess.
I
right?
do.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I love. I mean, it's a little bit difficult with the no fans, but I watch, and if I don't watch every week, then I read a review or I see a highlight, so I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Have you wrestled in front of no fans before, like this and this?
I have wrestled in front of no fans. It's definitely difficult when your character is so vocal, and so like dependent.
Right.
But at the same time, you can focus more on the wrestling aspect, which will also get you a lot better. So it's give or take.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. But all right, so let's jump back. Matt Vertigo's what's his plan look like? I usually ask people like a 5-year plan, but since I've been talking to wrestlers, I've decided that is so far ahead in people's minds. Like, what's like a 3-year plan for Matt Vertigo?
3-year plan.
Yeah, so 3
right
years.
now, I definitely would love to start wrestling more international. I want to make it to the UK, and I want to make it to Japan. The UK has so many fantastic wrestlers, and Canada.
Yep.
Canada as well. So many fantastic wrestlers that just have that style. I don't want to use the word strong style, but I'm such a strong style kind of guy. I love that, like, we're just going to fight.
I'll
Like,
use it for you.
I'm not really into
I think that's where you fit.
Yeah, I'm not really into the tons of rolls and gymnastics kind of style. I'm more into the, okay, let's start throwing hands. Let's start throwing hands and hitting each other as hard as we can, and just like showing the crowd that we are in a fight. That's the type of style I love. So that's why I think the UK and Japan will suit me. I think that I'll fit in there.
Yeah, that's I was watching some of your stuff and some of the stuff I've heard you talk about earlier tonight. That's where I could see you fitting really well is over in Japan, New Japan. I don't know much about the Canada scene, the Canadian scene,
Hmm.
but definitely New Japan. I mean, I could see you there easily. But the other thing I thought of when I watched some of your stuff was your character could gel extremely well in the NWA and
Hmm.
and MLW because
Yeah, I would
MLW's
love
got
to
yeah.
wrestle with both of those promotions. MLW is fantastic. The amount of talent that is in that promotion is pretty mind blowing. I absolutely love MLW.
Yeah, I mean, if I really love MLW, and I tell as many people as I can that aren't watching it to watch it. But I want to talk about New Jersey for a second. So
Mm.
that's where you're from, correct?
No, I wrestle in New Jersey often, but to be honest, I am from New York City. It
Ooh,
is the New York drip.
that's a different. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Ah,
Shame on K Dog.
shame.
Shame. That makes sense. But you do wrestle in New Jersey a lot. I've talked
All the
to
time.
a lot of independent wrestlers that either wrestle in the New Jersey area or are from the New Jersey area.
Mhm.
Is that a hotbed for wrestling? I mean, can we say that?
It really is. There's tons. It's not that there's a lot of like amazing, like in my opinion, the way you explain New Jersey is that there's so many promotions. There's so many shows. There could be 5 shows happening at the same time, 20 minutes away from each other.
Wow.
Like at the exact same time on the exact same day. So as a wrestler, you kind of want to be wrestling in New Jersey because you can go from one show to the other to the other. You can debut in different promotions every week. Like seriously, New Jersey is an insane place to start wrestling. It really is.
That's yeah, I had the guys for Synergy on here, and I watched them and covered a little bit of them, and they're nuts. The people they had on were nuts. I talked to someone else. They wrestle in New Jersey. They're nuts. I can't believe can't believe I said you're from New Jersey. Your moniker is New York Drip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shame on me. Shame. Um, right? Exactly. You should give me a swift kick right to the head. But
I'm on my way.
yeah, man. I'm in New York. You could be here in give or take 3 hours.
Oh, you're upstate?
Yeah, I'm upstate New York. I'm in the Albany area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
But
understand.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm on my way.
you're on your way. I'll be sound asleep. You can get me in the morning if you want to give me some sweet chin music. You can do it in the morning,
All right.
and then
I'll
we.
get you some sweet chin music and a sweet tea, and hang out.
Yeah, there we go. Um, all right. So what I normally do, Matt, at the end of every show, I try to
Mhm.
make things short and sweet and get in and out and try to learn the most I can out of wrestlers. And I thought we've had a good conversation so far. I've had someone in the chat say that you seem extremely down to earth and very relatable.
Hey,
So that's good for a wrestler, in my mind. Relatable and down to
yeah, I'm
earth.
definitely down to earth. Definitely love to relate to fans. I love being around fans, talking to fans. So definitely follow me and send me a direct message. I'll definitely talk to you.
Oh,
I love it.
you know what I wanted to say because I was setting up links and I just threw them in the chat here. So you don't have a pro wrestling tees store. You have
I
a
do
no
now.
no. Oh, you do
Hey,
now.
I do now.
Is
Just
that I
just
didn't
2 days ago.
2 days ago. So I
2 days ago, I got accepted.
I set this link up. I put teespring.com stores, Vertigo Apparel. I did all that, and you went ahead and got yourself a pro wrestling tees store. God
Yeah, I have
damn.
both. I have both. More the merrier, dude.
Oh, what is your pro wrestling tees store? Because we got the other link up, so we can click on that. What is your other one?
It's / New York Drip Shop.
New York Drip Shop. Awesome.
Yep, NY Drip Shop.
NY Drip Shop. Hey, that is
Mhm.
perfect timing too because Drip shop. I just want to look it up. That's perfect timing too, because I got a big sale going on this weekend. So let's
Yeah,
get those people.
20% off for the entire site. So definitely go check it out. I got some brand new shirts that is, if you love Arizona, you're going to love the shirt design that I have that came out. So definitely check it out.
That's awesome. That's because I was gonna have a whole conversation with you. Like, you're the first wrestler I've met that doesn't have a pro wrestling tees. I don't get it, and it's not a bad thing. Like this, I've been on Teespring. I understand, and this you're like,
I
oh,
was just waiting for the right moment. That's all.
Yeah, no problem. So what was that? ProWrestlingTees.com /
NY Drip. NY Drip Shop. Yeah, there we go.
NY Drip Shop. I
Hey.
gotta type it in so I can check it out later, because I definitely I have money. You know, I have that stimulus check. I gotta buy something.
Ooh, that's right. Everybody got that stimulus.
The funny thing is, look, I'm married. Okay, I'm not the booker in my house. Everything runs through my wife, and so I have no idea. I don't pay attention to anything, and so my mother and father drove by to visit their granddaughters. So they drove by the thing, and they talk about the stimulus check, and my mom's like, yeah, you gotta spend it. I'm like, what? No, that's what it's for.
My mom said the same thing, dude.
She goes, that's what it's for. You have to spend it on something. And I look at my mother and I said, you're telling me I have to take this money that I didn't work for, that's given to me, and I have to spend it on something? She's like, yeah, it's a stimulus check. It stimulates the economy.
The economy.
And I said,
yes.
Get out. Okay, I'm going to buy a T-shirt. I'm buying Izzy Mania. I'm buying
Izzy Mania.
I'm buying Izzy Mania. I'm buying NBA Jam when it comes out. The arcade 1-up. I'm buying that thing. I'm buying this and that.
Sick.
And my wife is just standing there looking at me like, you're absolutely insane. You're crazy. We're paying off our credit cards. We're doing this. I'm like, no, I got to stimulate the economy, lady.
No, I have to spend it.
And now I'm buying New York Drip Shop. I'm buying this
money
shirt.
now.
Oh, man. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me I had to take my stimulus check and spend it. Like, I can spend money. Don't get me wrong, Matt. I can spend money.
Ooh, that's nice.
And now we
It's
can
the
all,
parents.
yeah, we can all spend it right here. Look, I'm looking right at it right now. Oh, it got a New York Knicks vibe, huh? But we can,
Yeah.
I can look past that. I can get the other one.
What's wrong with New York Knicks now?
Well, I know
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm from New York, but I am a Boston fan.
Oh, okay. I understand.
So I'm a Celtics fan.
You're old school fan? You're an old school basketball fan?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Okay,
I am.
all right. So now I get it. You didn't gotta say less. You didn't gotta say another word. I get it.
I am old school. I'm Boston everything except for football. I'm that old school. So for football, like, I don't like the Patriots. I didn't like the Patriots. I like the Houston Oilers. I was a big Warren Moon fan as a kid.
Okay.
And then a Steve McNair fan, an Eddie George fan. So I was a Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titan fan, this and that. But I'm a Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins type of guy. That's what
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Old school, there's a lot wrong with that. New school, there's nothing wrong with that.
Like, no, it's a great. I like it. I have a lot of Knicks fans where I'm from that would totally wear that shirt. I might wear it as well.
Yeah, I'm a huge Knicks fan. I go to the Garden every year. This year was a little bit tough for me, but I absolutely love the Knicks team, the organization. They piss me off. Let's be fair.
Let's be
Knicks
honest.
piss me off, but I absolutely love it's the players. The players just you fall in love with them. I absolutely love Kevin Knox and R.J. Barrett and Frank Ntilikina.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mitchell Robinson. They're my dudes.
They're on their way up, and it's really it sucks because this pandemic really took a crap all over the NBA season.
All over the NBA season. It hurts, man. It hurts. We should have had the draft lottery, I think, last night.
Yeah. Like I was talking with my brother, and we were talking about how much it's impacted the season, and like not just with the records and the playoffs and this and that, but about the experience. Like you said, R.J. Barrett coming in,
He
and
needed this season to develop
he
and
doesn't get he
learn.
doesn't get those games. He doesn't get those reps. A lot of guys don't get
Yeah,
those reps in professional basket in the NBA, and it's just,
and they'll never get that time
oh
back.
God, it's just so crappy. And I'm a huge sports fan. No baseball. I'm hoping for
No
football. Oh
baseball. Oh
God.
my god, bro.
So
Sucks.
it's just, I mean, we could do an entire show on how much it sucks that there's no sports. Although all my friends tell me I have to watch the Michael Jordan documentary.
You have to.
I
You'll love
haven't.
it.
I haven't watched it. As a kid, I hated Michael Jordan so much, so much. Like just saying his name sometimes makes me cringe. That
See,
I
that's how
haven't.
it is for LeBron for me.
Yeah,
LeBron ruined my childhood.
yeah. That it brings me, like, I don't want to watch it. Like I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Yeah, he's so competitive. I don't care though. I don't care. I'll watch a documentary
I can
on Dennis
understand
Rodman.
that. I
But
completely understand that. If they made a LeBron James untold story, I probably wouldn't watch that. I'd probably be like, come on, screw that. You guys go watch that. I'm not watching that.
right, you watch it. All right. Anyways, we got totally off track.
Right?
This
Totally went into sports
totally.
there.
We could totally. I feel like we could get off track all night, but what I'm gonna do is what I normally do at the end of the show is I give the mic to my guests. This is your time to shine. This is your time to put you over, put yourself over. You can plug anything you want. Let us know. Let us know about your new Pro Wrestling Tees store, your old Teespring store, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Where we can see you, where we can follow you, whatever. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you, brother. Definitely. I'm trying to build my audience on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Matt underscore Vertigo underscore pro. Twitter is Matt Vertigo. Facebook is Matt Vertigo. Very simple. You can follow me there. My Teespring store, Vertigo Apparel. You could check out my brand new 2 days old, 2 days old. You can check out my Pro Wrestling Tees store / NY Drip Shop. You can check me out different promotions. SWO, definitely go subscribe to the SWO channel. UWA Elite, they have their network. Go subscribe to the UWA Elite network. You could also go on their YouTube, follow and subscribe them as well. I'm trying to think. Man, you put me on the spot.
You're fine.
I like this though. This is good. This is good practice. I haven't done this in a while. But definitely check me out. Send me a DM. I love talking with the fans. Not a problem. I noticed that one of your fans said that hold on, that you love the Funko Pops. Yeah,
Yeah.
check it out. I have a ton of Funko Pops. I have my favorite one right now. If you could see it, is this gigantic Thanos.
Oh.
There it is. See, look how big it is. I love this Thanos.
I want to get the DeLorean, Back to the Future, and the TARDIS. That's what I've been trying to get.
Yeah. I definitely need to get back in my Pops game now that I have my stimulus, and I gotta stimulate the economy.
That's right. We got to stimulate the economy. I'm going to stimulate the economy right now. I'm buying the Matt Vertigo New York Knicks shirt.
Hey, you're gonna support the Knicks?
No, I'm not. I'm not supporting the Knicks. This is a Knick T-shirt. No.
To a certain form, a little bit, like 5% of you.
This is a Matt Vertigo T-shirt. This ain't the Knicks.
Yeah.
Just because it's orange and blue don't mean anything.
All right.
Anyways, I appreciate it tonight. I hope you had a blast. I had a blast. I feel like we could talk a lot more.
Of course,
And,
definitely. I would love to do this again. This was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Again, put over St. Jude's. All right, fantastic organization.
Yeah.
You definitely need to continue to support St. Jude's Hospital. 100%.
Awesome. Thank you. All
No,
right.
Thank you, man.
No, thank you.
You're amazing.
Awesome. All right, man. We'll be in touch, and I'll see you around. So have yourself a wonderful night and a great weekend. I'm off tomorrow and Monday. So to me, it's a great weekend.
Hey, have a great weekend.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll see you around, Matt.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you, fans, and thank you for having me. Love you guys.
Yep. I gotta go around and hit the button. Definitely follow him on Twitter. Yeah, for sure. Definitely follow him on Twitter. And I wasn't kidding. D-Rod. I'm buying a shirt right now.
Let's raise the stakes, change the pace. Everybody thinks they perfect, but we make mistakes. My only goal is becoming one of the all-time greats. And after all, this is a marathon, it's not a race, right? Cough and drop off the top of the stage. Darby Allin's a madman, he can't be caged. And as a matter of fact, I'm ready for that spot. Casino ladder match, who will hit the jackpot? Won't be surprised if it's Scorpio Sky. Double or nothing where the stories collide. We taking over like Brody Lee in the Dark Order. You ain't a god, my friend, your arms are far shorter. This is the pay-per-view, it ain't the same thing. You're not a threat now, cause you got a name change. You gotta prove your worth, just like we all did. We've been taking over the world since All In. Start the productions, double or nothing. Coming to you straight from Florida with no interruptions. We ain't trying to waste too much time on our introductions. Just get ready for some wrestling and utter destruction. Start the productions, double or nothing. Coming to you straight from Florida with no interruptions. We ain't trying to waste too much time on our introductions. Just get ready for some wrestling and utter destruction. For the record though, it's bound to be a spectacle. Was never skeptical, cause that's what I expected, yo. Elite versus the inner circle is going down. I'm looking forward to that Stampede showdown. No doubt, man, we in different modes now. It's kill or be killed and we ain't about to slow down. High stakes, the TNT title is up for takes. Cody versus the Murder Hawk with Jake the Snake. And when that dust clears, there won't be no debate. Just Tyson handing the title to Jake's protege. MJF probably losing in an upset. Nonetheless, Jungle Boy's ready for some success. The Dark Order is full of steam, they taking off. The world title is up for grabs, they facing off. Watch me become the champion like Moxley. Hope he's not cocky, cause he'll get stopped, B. Start the productions, double or nothing. Coming to you straight from Florida with no interruptions. We ain't trying to waste too much time on our introductions. Just get ready for some wrestling and utter destruction. Start the productions, double or nothing. Coming to you straight from Florida with no interruptions. We ain't trying to waste too much time on our introductions. Just get ready for some wrestling and utter destruction.